Alright, update on Dogelon Mars. So it looks like we've came and back tested this W breakout. So we originally had this greater W pattern that came all the way up here, and we came all the way back up to the W, and unfortunately we didn't break out with the greater W, so unfortunately the greater W isn't valid. But you can see, if I remove this larger pattern, you can see that we have a smaller W here that we've broken out of. So you can see that we've got the body, and we've broken out and back tested the W here. So this is obviously a smaller price target than we previously had. I believe this was the target of the of this W if we did back test the top of it, but we didn't, unfortunately. So let's take a measurement tool, let's see where this would be taking us to. Oh, sorry, it's from here. So you can see from the point of the breakout, let me make sure that's in the right place. You can see that this would bring us basically just above the top of this descending resistance. So Dogelon does look pretty good right now. I do expect that we're going to do something like this and break up to the top, and then potentially if we do something like this and back test, then I do believe that the downtrend would have subsided and we would be off to the races for Dogelon Mars. So let me get that back. So all in all, do pay attention to this downtrending resistance. It is possible that we do break up, hit this and roll over, and at that point, we would be coming all the way back down to the 200-day moving average, which would be from where we are now a move of nothing crazy, only a 15% drop. So all in all, as long as we do stay above this 200-day moving average, this is the #1 support I'm looking for Dogelon. Some good signals here is that we do have a decent amount of buying volume stepping in. Nothing, insane. Nothing that would particularly make me get out of bed. But do bear in mind, we have back tested this W breakout. We are now breaking out, and the price target is up here of 1384. So from where we are now, you can see that I do predict that we're going to have almost another 40% pump for Dogelon. So this is on the daily. Obviously we talked about the volume. You can see that the RSI is turning up. Does seem like we've got kind of like a healthy W, but I'd prefer to call it a double bottom, simply because this low is a little bit higher, this low is a bit lower than the previous one. So I'd much prefer to call this double bottom. So we've double bottomed here. As long as the RSI turns up strongly, then I believe that we're going to be coming right up to the top here. At that point, if we zoom out quickly, you can see we have been in a steep downtrend since the 30th of October. So if we do manage to break above the top here, this would be basically 125. If we broke solidly above 125, had more than a daily close above there. Now I say a daily close because you can see here we had a wick above, we had a wick here, and we had two tiny little candles here. So you could say that we had 4 wicks above the top of this. Not really including these because this is the start touch point, but if you did want to include these as well, that would be 7 touch points in total. So yeah, I mean, all in all, in the micro term, I do believe that we're very bullish. I think that we're going to come and fulfill this price target, or in the slightly more, slightly more bearish but still bullish case, I strongly believe we're going to have at least a 25% pump for Dogelon. So all in all, everything's looking really good. Worst case scenario I really see is us back testing this, and then later on we do break out of this trend line. So yeah, I mean, Dogelon is probably the most bullish dog coin out there right now. If we come over to Dogecoin, you can see it is, I mean, obviously we've had a bounce, but nothing special. If we look at Shiba as well, I mean, we've broken out of this this bull flag, but we're not having these the price targets that Dogelon has. So obviously Dogelon has a very small market cap, so in my opinion, I think when the dog coins are going to start running, I'd much prefer to hold Dogelon over Doge or Shiba. So that's all I'm seeing for the daily. If we quickly pop over to the weekly, you can see no volumes coming in, so that is a slight worry, but obviously do bear in mind that we have had these huge pumps before with not too much volume coming in. I don't believe there's too many sellers on that coin, so I don't think it takes much to have these huge parabolic swings. You can see we didn't have much volume on here, and we had a 80% pump. So for now, we can kind of ignore the volume. We are showing many bullish signs on the daily. Obviously, the most bullish sign of all is that we are above the 618 and we are above the 200-day moving average. If we zoom out, you can see that the micro 618 is right here. This is from the candle body close. From candle wick, we aren't above the 618 yet, so a move up to 1096 is quite possible, but like I said, I mean, there are a lot of indications on the daily that we are going to come all the way up to here. So, you know, we are above all the key moving averages and supports that I personally would be looking out for. So yeah, like I said, I think we're going to have a huge pump coming for Dogelon in the next few days. That is obviously if the rest of the markets have a pump as well. I mean, if we come over to Bitcoin, Bitcoin's having a strong bounce, RSI is turning up and good volume is stepping in. Total crypto market cap has had a bounce on the 618. And we do also have this nice head and shoulders. So yeah, I do believe if Bitcoin and the total market cap is able to break out, which in my opinion is looking more and more likely, then I think Dogelon is going to absolutely rip some faces soon. So yeah, that's all I'm seeing for Dogelon right now. Once again, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Peace.